Okay, so it has been a while since I did a devlog. I've made a couple of new features, fixed some bugs, and there is now a light at the end of the dev tunnel, so I can actually get a playable demo out there. Let me show you the inventory system. So I'm trying to give the feeling of a board game. I don't know if you've played like a modular board game like Warhammer Quest. Basically, you have a pack of cards, and you deal cards whenever you explore a room, and that's the room that you've encountered. But also, if you get treasure, there are always cards as well. So I figured, okay, well, rather than the usual inventory system, why not just have cards representing what you have equipped? So you have like 7 slots, obviously for melee ranged armor, rings, and items as well. You can only carry 3 items at a time. They could be potions, it could be like a scroll of fireball, something like that. I'm hoping that with a limit of 3 per character while in combat, it will make those slots important. I have not done any playtesting with that yet, mainly because you can actually just change your items whenever you want, and armor and weapon during a battle. There's nothing stopping you doing that right now. In the demo, I would like that to not be a thing, so you have to kind of choose what you're going to have while you're not fighting, and then you're stuck with it during the fight. And also you can spend your action to equip something else, basically. I'm not sure whether I want it to be you can equip as much as you want and change things around as much as you want for one action, or whether one item is one action, something like that. Because it would kind of suck to be in a hard fight and you have some stuff in your inventory and you can't use it because you didn't equip it. That would suck. But I don't want it to be really easy where you can just equip anything you want to. That would also be pretty lame. And anyway, so you can see you have actions in the bottom left, and when you equip something, it can give you more actions sometimes. So for example, if I equip the greatsword, we now have an action called attack, and it's from the greatsword item. It tells you the damage and the range that it does. Some items have multiple actions, like this holy armor. So the holy armor on the left, it gives you a bonus to your armor, which isn't implemented, but hopefully will be soon. And also you get a healing action, which says it heals 5 to 5 points of damage. You can only heal yourself because it has a range of 0, and you can use it once per dungeon. So what happens if I equip this armor, and then if I go into the game and I'm not totally happy with the next part, but I'll just show you healing first of all. So if I heal myself, you see, if I was injured, I would have gained health. Let me just go into this now. So when I designed this battle system, I was only thinking of damage for some reason. I didn't even consider, I want people to be able to heal themselves, heal other people. What about status effects? I didn't think about any of that, even though I've made plenty of battle systems, didn't enter my head for whatever reason. So I just adapted the system I had. I want to also show the whole stats of the attacker and the defender and the item that's being used. I don't know how I'm going to manage that in terms of space right now. Maybe I'd have the item in the middle bottom, and then the attacker stats on the left and defender on the right, something like that. Maybe that would work, but I'm just trying to do the best I can to get like a finished version, and then rebuild it system by system, rebuild it system by system using the knowledge I've gained while making this project, because there are quite a few things that are a first for me. and some kind of experiments that, like the card stuff where they, you know, they move around and flip and stuff. I need that to be like its own system, as opposed to like just hard coded as it is right now. Because if I could just call the script and make it do things, that would be a lot easier to manage than it is now. So you can see anyway. So I kind of diverted, but I did have 4 actions, and one of them was heal from the armor, but that's gone now because it was a once per dungeon thing. But if I go back into my inventory, I still have the armor equipped. It still shows, oh yeah, you know, you can still use, it still gives you armor, and it does have a heal, but the action's no longer there. I'm not sure if there's actually a bug, because I can see right now it says usage per dungeon 1. I'm wondering if I take it off and add it back, do I regain that? Oh yeah, so I guess I've got a bug to fix with that. I need to reduce the value from usage per dungeon from 1 to 0, something like that. Anyway, clearly that's not happening, but that's another bug that I've just found. That's fine. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. But there's potions you can heal. There's a potion you can use to increase your max hit points. I'll use that now. This one. There we go. So we have now 16 hit points. What else? So yeah, I've got a luck system here. It's just a bar of basically 0 to 100. And when I was fighting, I kind of discovered that I missed quite a lot, which is expected with a game with dice rolls. But it was kind of boring as well, you know, just missing, roll, miss, and then you get attacked, and then you roll, you miss again. It's like, wow, you know, like how long am I going to be missing for? And I guess that's why plenty of games don't use dice rolls. They just have like cards, you know, and you use your cards. So I guess your turn isn't wasted. But I like dice rolls, you know, even though boring is missing, I still want to have dice rolls. So I don't know how good this system is, but I'm happy with it at the moment, although I feel like I don't get enough luck, so maybe I will reduce the cost of using luck. And I haven't explained it, so basically if I make an attack on this goblin here, you can see I've got this damage icon that pops up. If I'd missed, I would have had a hit icon, and I can click on the icon and it will spend some of my luck to guarantee a hit. And then if I miss, then I gain luck basically. And if I click on damage, you can see here my damage was 1 to 3. I rolled a 3. If I'd roll less than a 3 and I click damage, then I would have re-rolled and got a hit and just, well, sorry. Actually, what would have happened is the damage would have just been recalculated, and you would have seen the goblin take 3 points of damage, which he did anyway. Maybe let me make another attack. I did think about having the option to make other like enemies re-roll, but then I'd have to have it. I'd have to have like the game pause, I guess, you know, after every attack, and I don't know if that would be any more annoying than it is now. I don't know if you just saw the goblin run away. That's one of the enemy skills. These guys are goblins. Basically, the less enemies on the board, the more cowardly these guys become, and they're going to try and run away. If they have the coward tag, they're going to try and run away. This guy can't right now because he's pinned. Yeah, he's failed his stats test. Heroes are not affected by pinning. I just haven't dealt with that right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, keep it in the game. It'd be a bit silly for one side to be pinned and another side not pinned. But it's just like I guess like a technical demo right now. Anyway, but so if they do escape to a door, then the threat rating goes up, which does nothing right now, but I was thinking of using threat to kind of determine the difficulty of the encounters, something like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with it right now. it's not a very well thought out feature. Let me attack this guy. So again, I've hit him, done max damage. Goblins are pretty easy to kill. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Just kill this guy. Right, so I've missed. I would have gained a point of luck, but there's no visual indicator to the player that that's happened. But I'm going to click on hit, and you'll see the yellow bar reduce. And because I've got an automatic hit, it's set to 20, which is always a hit. I managed to roll my max damage as well, so I killed him. And the last guy ran. There is coward works apart from they move as many spaces as they need, I think, to escape. So even if the goblin was all the way over here, he would try and find the nearest exit, which is probably this one, might be this one, and he would just, if he was able to escape pinning, he would run the whole way, which needs to change, because maybe the heroes want to stop them escaping. Let me find another fight. I think that's it though, really. Those are the main... oh, I didn't even get a reward. Did I get a reward? No. I should have got a reward for fighting that. Let me see if it happens with this combat. Basically, the other main feature I wanted to show was dealing with items and the inventory and how items work has been like quite a big change recently. Like I had to change a lot of stuff, but it's fine because I've got it working more how I like it. So, you know, like the item like the holy armor, where it gives you armor and you can use it to heal. And when I fix the bug, you'll only be able to use it once per dungeon. Stuff like that. I want to have kind of, you know, more interesting items that do more. And the last part of that feature that I was working on is the rewards, where when you win a combat, you're supposed to have like a reward screen, which you didn't get for the goblins for some reason. Let's see if we get it for the orcs. If not, I'll just have to cheat to show you. Oh, let's do damage as well. No, so I don't know why it's not happening. But anyway, it was working. I don't know what happened between me loading the game 2 days ago and loading it today. No idea. So I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to set the state to reward. I think maybe I might have broken it or something when I was trying to make it work better. So anyway, when you win a battle, this screen's supposed to pop up. It's not very well designed or anything, because I'm not very good at that stuff really. All the nice artwork is done by Guard. He's a great artist, much better than me. He makes my game actually look good. You know, this text is done by me. These bars are mine. But you know, and the background, like the smoke, but everything else apart from the characters is by Guard, and the characters are from an old video game. I just stuck some bases on them. So anyway, in a lot of games like this that I've played, when you win a battle, you just get to pick one card. It's either going to be, you know, from a certain deck. It might be like the common, uncommon, rare, or legendary, however they want to call it. But I thought, okay, well, I wanted there to be a difference between fighting a small, weak force, you know, on level 1, and a much harder fight. If you fight, you know, 6 orcs and 3 big uns, you know, that should give you a better reward than like 3 goblins. So each monster has their own point value, and then after a battle is won, their points value is totaled up, and this screen is supposed to pop up. I haven't decided where to put where to show the player how many points they have to spend, but basically right now you have 15 points. Only 2 cards show up because the next card, rare, is worth 20 points, so we don't have enough. Originally when I had this designed, you could see all 4 cards, and then I was going to just have the ones that you couldn't use just grayed out, but then I thought I was a bit kind of silly really. So right now I'm only displaying the card you have the points to buy. So you can get more weaker cards or trade those in for one better card right now. I have 15 points, so I can get one of each, or 3 small ones, 3 weaker ones. Why would you pick a weaker card over a better card? I don't know right now. Again, it's just something I'm experimenting with, just to see if it's any better than how other games do it, you know. I haven't decided whether it's good or not right now, but I'm going to pick the better card first, and I got a Stone of Healing. It says range consumable. I guess there's a bug there because it should be showing a number. Let's have a look at the item file. Actually, Stone of Healing. So this is how I'm making my items, just on a CSV file, and then this stuff is a string. It gets converted into what you can see. So this is the Stone of Healing. What I haven't done is I haven't given it a range, so I'm gonna say you can heal other people as well and give it a range of 1. So next time I get that item, we should see a range of 1, and then it should also show consumable, I think, underneath. I don't know if it does that with other items. Let me check that. Yeah, so basically what's supposed to happen is it has a range of 1 and you can use it twice, but I didn't add the range in there, so that's why that happened. Okie doke. But it's not going to update for this. So anyway, so now I'm going to pick the last card I can pick, which is just gold. It's, as you can see, the text is very basic. I'm leaving that stuff to last because that's really just an aesthetic thing. Really doesn't really have an effect on the code. I just have to translate. Okay, you know, when you get something, will make the text look nicer. It's just going to be laborious, so I'm leaving it to last, obviously. And that's it really. That's all the systems that I have been working on. I may or may not have a second character for the demo, because really, generally you'd have like a party of 4. That's the standard for this kind of game, so I'd probably want to match that. Also, the skills for the heroes are not implemented. You can use kick, but the push doesn't work. There's no code for it. So it's just like a weak attack basically. There's no reason to use it on its own, just for the attack. And Trophy Hunter, I haven't really properly fleshed it out, but the idea would be you can use this skill once per dungeon, and depending on how many monsters either the party or the barbarian is killed, again I'm not sure which one it's going to be, depending on one of those 2 aspects, you can choose a trophy to make. If you kill lots of monsters, you can make a better trophy basically. That's the idea, and you wear it as an item. The monster skills are in there, but I don't know again how cool they are. Like the goblins run away from cowardice, the orcs, the greenskins, when one of them is wounded or any other creature is killed, they have a chance to gain Bloodlust, which gives them an extra hit point max, as well as they gain one. And I think they gain strength and toughness, so they're harder to kill and they deal more damage. It might just be toughness though, I can't remember. I'm trying to balance it so that the hero, doesn't die too quickly, because the barbarian, even though he's like the strongest fighter, if he's fighting multiple opponents, they can rack up quite a lot of damage very quickly. Anyway, and the other one is the big one. He has Bloodlust, but he also has like a grab skill, where it's kind of it's a little bit useless right now. But how it works is the Fimir will grab the barbarian and pull him up to 3 spaces away, moving any friendly monsters out of the way while he moves. Why that would be a cool skill would be if the barbarian was protecting a squishy character. So the idea is, that the Fimir, the big one, drags the hero out of the way, out of position, so he can be surrounded more easily. and also there's a chance to be choked, which isn't implemented, and being choked would give the barbarian something like less weapon skill, so it's easier to hit and it's harder for him to make an attack. I haven't done that yet either, but again, something to do. And that's it. So I've got items to finish up, some skills. I need to add a boss character and make sure the boss can use some interesting skills or abilities at least, like maybe fireballs or healing, something like that, just to make it more interesting for the final fight. And that's going to be the demo really. One thing that I didn't mention is that if I show you the data for enemies, previously they were just using a damage min and a damage max stat, but now they have a weapon. So the orcs have a sword, rusty sword, Biggins have a rusty axe, goblins have a rusty cleaver, and if we check out those items, that means that I can have monsters of the same type, but give them random items if I wanted to. Not quite sure how I would implement that in the CSV, maybe, because I might want to have monsters that have a ranged weapon as well as a melee weapon. Maybe I could do a check and see, if there are multiple melee weapons, then they just choose one randomly. Maybe that could be a thing. Oh, I didn't give this a value as armor. So yeah, spear melee ranged. So some of these values are wrong because I noticed before when I gained a longbow, it wanted to equip in the armor slot because this was set to the wrong number. I don't know if this is a great way of doing items and inventory. It's kind of a mishmash of my old way mixed with a new way that I'm trying. I'm going to try and, when I rebuild items, I'm going to try and use structs and see if like JSON will be a better way for me to do it. But I am not at that stage yet, and it won't be for a while. But anyway, I think I've been going on for long enough now. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If there are any interesting features, any things you think look bad or need to be changed. I'm not talking about just visual, game mechanics that look, that you think can be improved. I'm always interested in what you guys have to say. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.